This is Botcast, the Botheads Fantasy Football Podcast episode. Who gives a shit?
Where dudes can watch other dudes smash
Every
each
article I
other.
read about anything is like all women, all black, all this, all that. It's like, dude,
I just wanted to watch the game. That's all
Randy,
I
you're
want.
so good at working on cars, dude. Transmissions, you know? It's crazy.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I'm no mechanic.
Why didn't we do an XFL Dynasty draft, bro?
Because you'll probably dominate it, dude.
Yeah, finally,
Yeah,
Mike can
right.
fucking
It's
go
one of those
big.
fucking Canadian
When
assholes.
they brought up that picture of Blair White,
Oh my
that was like,
God,
I had
dude.
to really ask myself, would I suck Blair White's and you know what? I think I would. I was like, oh my god, no.
Like, this dude's got Josh's back, man.
Man, he'd stay in Baltimore. I'd suck that man off.
Yeah, I bet you would.
But the Browns this week, how about that, Randy? Elijah Moore?
Yeah, that's
Didn't get
exciting,
into it
man.
deeper, but man, what a great fucking trade for the Browns. Only moving back 30 picks or whatever.
Yeah, they've been really good in the draft, too, as of lately, so it doesn't really scare me that we move back a little bit.
Andrew Berry popping off, man.
Like a
Straight
day
up.
after I sent you a text about why I thought every reason it was a good idea, and I still stand by it. He's young, went off his rookie year a little
22.
bit. He had a shit quarterback. Now he's got Deshaun Watson. Nothing but upside. It actually scares me. That's a tough division already. But now you guys got Elijah Moore. That's good for your team.
Where do you think he slots in right away? Number 2, number 3?
Yeah, he'll be the
Two.
number 2 for sure.
You think so? Over DPJ?
Yeah.
DPJ had a pretty good
I
year
think
last year.
I think odds are we're going to play him at all three at the same time a lot, but I don't know who will be the actual number 2 or number 3, you know?
What
Elijah
happens
Moore's
to
going to be
David
the
Bell?
take the top off guy.
Yep. We don't have a speed receiver, really. You know what I mean? Like, David Bell's more a possession guy. Amari, you guys know Amari. He's good, but he's not like a burner. He never has been, you know? Same with DPJ. It's kind of like Amari, but like
Less
thinner and
good.
taller and shit. Less good. Yeah, exactly.
Elijah Moore can definitely get deep. He's fast. He's got that.
That's what Deshaun
capability.
needs.
We needed the speed, yeah, for sure. 100%.
Will Fuller was one of his bigger threats, and Elijah Moore could be better.
Be
than Will
better
Fuller,
even,
in my
yeah.
opinion.
Where's that news been? All off at the beginning
He's
of the
done.
offseason, they were talking about it.
There's a reason he didn't find a new home or ever play anywhere else again after that year. He had he used steroids. Remember that?
And he had a finger broken or something with the Dolphins, and he sucked or something like that.
He got caught with roids and was never the same after, dude. If I remember correctly, he wasn't that good before the steroids too.
He had
so
a
it's
couple of good games. You know what I mean?
He
He
was
had
such
that
a
one
Standout
season.
games.
I think he had like one good fantasy season or like 1.5 good fantasy
And that's
season.
when that's when he was on roids. That one good fantasy season, dude. Seriously. But yeah, him and Deshaun did have
Did
a
he
nice.
play at
little
Notre Dame?
Not sure.
Will
not sure.
Fuller?
I can look it up real quick.
I could be wrong, dude.
I'm so bad with college.
The
Yes,
college.
he did.
So bad.
He did
Nice.
play at Notre Dame, dude. Nice call.
Look at me go, dude.
So
I usually know that. I wish I knew that.
Fucking Mike. Don't know shit. Just kidding.
True.
All right. So you guys ready to get into this shit or what?
Yes, sir.
Who's
Good.
Mike,
We're going to talk
dude?
about ESPN. Because fuck E ESPN.
True.
ESPN's latest round of layoffs will have no sacred cows, leaving everyone, even top on-air talent and big-time executives, at risk, with cuts coming in next 4 to 6 weeks. So let's go into the shit. ESPN's latest round of layoffs coming soon could leave everyone from the top to the bottom at risk, according to a report. The cuts are part of the layoffs across all units announced by Bob Iger, CEO of Disney, ESPN's parent company. Iger previously announced 7,000 layoffs throughout the company. The first wave of 4,000 is reportedly set to come in the next few weeks as he looks to save the company some $5.5 billion. This round of layoffs within ESPN will have no sacred cows, with even top air talent and big-time producers at risk within the coming 4 to 6 weeks, according to the New York Post. All heads of departments reportedly have been told by ESPN chairman Jimmy Pitaro, whatever, who cares, to scrutinize their divisions to make them as efficient as possible. There is said to be no target number for how many employees will be let go for how much or how much ESPN has to save. The sports network giant has, okay, we don't care. They paid Troy Aikman a lot of money. They paid Joe Buck a lot of money, and they paid Stephen A. Smith a lot of money for some reason. They're all fucking retarded. they're in on. They're hopefully going to be signing Pat McAfee. I did actually read a report that a bunch of people are fighting for Pat McAfee. He's going to be going to he's leaving FanDuel, which I didn't even know he was signed to FanDuel, dude.
I thought he was signed to Barstool.
No, that was a while ago. He left Barstool and then he signed with
Ah.
FanDuel, and he's halfway through his 4-year contract with FanDuel, but he's willing to get out of it if he gets a. Yeah, I actually read this New York Post article, I think, earlier this week.
Pat McAfee rocks, bro.
I
They
love
should
Pat
replace
McAfee. I really hope
Steven
he doesn't
Hagg
go
with
to
Pat
fucking
McAfee.
ESPN. I hope he doesn't go to ESPN, dude. Fuck ESPN. Honestly. Let's get down here. So I think that's about enough here. Yeah, basically it goes into them talking how ESPN's going to be like direct to, like they're going to be off cable TV eventually, but they don't know how long or what that's going to exactly look like. But they want to go to like totally ESPN Plus or whatever shit that is. But yeah, let's figure out how to fucking get off the shit.
The only way people would ever buy ESPN is if like they have games locked behind it.
Yeah. Well, that's probably what they'll do, honestly.
Yeah.
You know. So then I have a couple other stories here we can get into to talk about why I think that there's a good chance ESPN is falling to shit. So here's the first one. ESPN celebrates Leah Thomas as part of Women's History Month. You guys like that? This was actually from today too, literally. As part of its Women's History Month campaign, ESPN ran a minute-long promo Sunday featuring Leah Thomas, a biological male who competed on the women's swim team at the University of Pennsylvania. The entire segment paints a picture of Thomas as a pioneer for transgender athletes in D1 sports. It praises Thomas' persistence and triumph through adversity. Adversity of beating women in sports. Wow, dude, what an adversity. Oh, it's so fucking trash. So I think the woke bullshit has a lot to do with it. Like people who watch sports, I've got a hankering that people who watch sports aren't woke mostly. They're probably a bunch of like middle-aged dudes who don't like this kind of dumbass shit. You know what I mean? Like us.
I know plenty of people that stopped watching the sports because it was getting too much like that, you know?
Me, dude. All of
So-
us here probably. You guys used to watch SportsCenter when you were a kid, dude?
Oh, all the
Yeah.
time. All I watched, bro.
That's
all
all
was
that
on
was
my
on the
TV.
TV. That's all I
When's the last
watched.
time you watched SportsCenter?
Literally couldn't
Jesus
tell you.
Christ. I don't remember last time I had cable, so it's been a while.
ESPN's fucking dead to me, man. Straight up. Why isn't there
Just like
a?
everything else, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
this
prefer-
right.
They want everyone to like them, so they pin to, appeal to all these fucking pussy ass, So
They're
stupid,
also
man.
They're owned by
scared. That
Disney.
Manning,
Soft. Yeah, soft.
they're also scared of that Manning cast thing. It's better than their actual fucking broadcasts.
They had some weird guests on that too, to be honest. I mean, I like it, don't get me wrong. It's better
same.
than their normal fucking broadcast, but
I can't stand Lewis Riddick, so I'll take the Manning cast all day. Lewis Riddick's a moron.
I heard Lewis Riddick's untouchable in the layoffs. The Monday Night Crew, Scott Van Pelt, and Stephen A. Smith are the only untouchable people at ESPN. I read that in the New York Post article, I think.
Chris Berman can get fired. That'd be the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
Yeah, he probably will be. He's a white dude. He's out, dude.
Dude, he'll
Don't you know how
get
this
picked
works,
up.
What's
Mike?
Coward? Is he off ESPN?
He's on
Fox.
Fox Sports.
Fox, that's right, Fox.
Fox kind of sucks. Why isn't there more competitors to ESPN? Don't you think there should be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, what about Skip and
CBS.
Shannon?
That's on Fox.
Fox.
CBS
That's
and
Fox,
Fox
too?
are the only two, really.
Yeah, Fox has Nick Wright too.
Yep.
All that a lot of people want is just like the sports and what's happening without like all the political.
Oh,
Fox
that,
Fox
it'd be
added
cool.
some of that in there too, though. Some of that political bullshit in there too,
Mhm.
I
unfortunately.
hope ESPN does fire Randy Moss so he can go to like Fox or CBS or some shit.
There's a wide open window for someone to take over.
For non-woke sports coverage, I really do think there's a huge window, like legitimately.
I
Just
would
not
go to
any
it.
politics, though.
Yeah.
Just don't put politics into it at all. Just like SportsCenter used to be before Disney bought ESPN, pretty much, because Disney is. It's a fucking mind virus. It ruins everything it touches. Literally, Marvel ruined, Star Wars ruined, ESPN ruined. These are things that literally shaped my childhood. Those three things. They're all fucking literally dog shit garbage because of stupid fucking Disney. Sucks, man.
100%, bro.
And even Disney, dude. You guys know as a kid you watch Disney movies. All of
100%,
them,
like
dude.
Lion King, Pocahontas.
Remember Grandma
they were
Parrish's house,
cool, dude.
Josh? We'd go open the thing, and she had every fucking Disney movie in that little thing you'd open like this. You know what I'm talking about? She had like every fucking Disney movie on VHS when we were kids, man. Like, I remember going to them as a kid in the theaters when they first came out with like animated Disney movies. It was like, oh shit, Peter Pan, you know?
Yeah. It was
And now
sick.
what is it? Just woke fucking trash, dude. Literal straight.
See
woke
that
trash.
interview where the one chick's like, yeah, we're gonna do everything we can to make sure at least 50% of everything that we produce has at least something LGBTQ related. It's like, dude, go fuck yourself. Like, why is that something that you want to implement into the? Who cares, dude? Just fucking make a good Disney.
They
movie.
wanted to
Go
make
fix it.
Marvel female. Remember?
So stupid.
They said more than half of all the new characters in Marvel are going to be either female or LGBTQ. Like, shut the fuck up, man. Nobody wants to hear that shit. Nobody gives a fuck.
Mhm.
The problem is there's not enough competitors to these things.
I think people's intelligence must be dropping because when's the last time we had anything good that's new? Like they used to make up shit all the time. Like someone invented football and basketball and baseball. Like that shit's
And the movies too.
fucking years
No
old.
new movies. They're all just remakes of old
Yeah.
shit.
That's all that they
Especially in the
do.
horror department. The horror department is nothing but fucking remakes,
It's
dude.
There's like
not
no
just
creative
horror, though. It's
minds
everything.
anymore, man. Like
The #1 movie was Top Gun 2, a fucking sequel to Top Gun that nobody asked for, which was a good movie, but still, like, nobody asked for that, dude. It's not new. It's not fresh. It's just a fucking sequel.
yeah.
It's annoying, man. But that's what we're dealing with. Like,
Imagine if someone
same
would
thing
like
with
just make
Marvel
something
too.
fresh and new and just like go with it. But people would watch it because it's just Disney.
Yeah. People make new shit and then they just try to like put the member berries into it. Like, remember when The Mandalorian first came out and it was all new and cool and everybody was like, oh, that's cool. Now it's literal dog shit. It's because they tried to be like, Luke Skywalker is going to join The Mandalorian now and we're just going to do all the old shit that we used to do before. Like, no, dude, that's not what people want. But what are you going to do? What are you
A little
doing?
nostalgia's cool, dude, but at some point you need some new fucking material, bro.
100%. Sad. Maybe in our lifetimes we'll get an actual ESPN alternative, or ESPN will stop being a piece of shit. Guess we'll find out.
We'll see, dude. It just feels like our society's getting more and more towards, catering to everyone's emotions. So
It feels like there's a better chance there'll be a new one that competes with
I
them
agree.
because it seems like ESPN's just getting worse.
But who knows if they'll even get someone big enough? Because there's all the stupid fucking people that, like the one moron who said, "Stop saying Wilkie Fragile Man." People like him, just sit there and fucking watch ESPN all day and eat the bullshit by the spoonful.
I think they're in the minority though. But
Hopefully.
the problem
most
is
dudes watching
Disney.
ESPN just want to see the top 10.
Yeah, maybe, or just what's happening in general. It's like sports for news or news for sports. That's what it was supposed to be in the first place. I remember. You guys remember ESPN News? I used to watch that, dude.
Oh yeah,
Like, literally.
Didn't they have Olbermann at one point?
I don't remember, but I remember watching it as a kid. Like when Sports Center was getting boring, you switched to ESPN News, or if like Little League Baseball was on ESPN, you know.
And there's enough that happens to keep it only sports. Like some of it you won't like those sports, don't watch it, but like just keep it.
100%, man. Sucks.
There's none of that anymore.
I agree.
I have to watch Stephen A. Smith talk some bullshit about something retarded as fuck that I don't care about if I want to like hear about some game on ESPN.
Maybe there's not enough sports. Maybe nobody's that interested in other sports or something. There's like the big three and nothing else. Maybe they're just bored and have nothing else to talk about.
Still has a gimmick. It's been the same thing. He's gonna overreact to something. He's gonna say a bunch of stupid fucking words, blasphemous or what have you. He's gonna move on to the next fucking thing. And if he's wrong, he's not gonna ever acknowledge it.
This new thing is just call everybody racist. It's the ESPN one.
It's like Skip Bayless, man. Like his thing's overdone too. He's gonna say something wildly stupid. People are gonna react.
Skip Bayless is even worse. He's like the white guilt. You're a racist guy. Even worse than the black dude who calls you racist. Like, I hate Skip Bayless, man. I literally can't stand his ass.
And I think Shannon Sharp lost his mind a long time ago.
All these people have. They all just say what they think that they need to say. The problem is Disney has too much fucking money. Too much money. Too much shit to make them money. Too much history of making money. They make so much money on royalties and their parks and their everything. It's going to be a long time before anybody can actually compete with them, and that sucks, Yeah,
because they just put their shit everywhere.
It's a monopoly.
Money's too powerful. It sucks. Sucks. But What do we got? Oh yeah, the Zeke thing. That's what I want to talk about next. It kind of ties into this ESPN shtick. So here we go. Ezekiel Elliott is striking out on his quote wish list. So this kind of ties in with the whole Adam Schefter ESPN thing. So let's read this and then we'll get into it a little bit. All right. Zeke is going to need more than 3 wishes.